Dear students, in this video we will deal with the Slater's rule. Let's see this formula first. It is Z asterisk or star, which determines the effective nuclear charge, which is equal to the actual nuclear charge denoted by Z minus sigma, that is screening constant. As you all know that in an atom, in the center you have nucleus, okay, and you have already read that the outermost electron, suppose this is a valence electron, and there must be some electrons in between the nucleus and the outermost electrons, so that will it will acquire or it will experience a force of attraction from the nucleus. But if the intervening electrons are more, अगर इन दोनों के बीच में electrons ज़्यादा हैं, the intervening electrons are more, the effective nuclear charge on the valence electron or effective force of attraction will decrease. So obviously the effective nuclear charge will be less than the actual nuclear charge. Now how this is sigma, that screening constant, its value depends on the extent of the screening caused by the intervening electrons, which we can calculate with the help of Slater's rule. So let's see the value of sigma for how it can be calculated from Slater's rule. Number first rule in that is, you have to write the complete electronic configuration of the element and divide the electrons into orbitals starting from inside of the atom. As you will write the configuration of any element, will start from 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, 4s, 4p, and so on from the inside of the atom, and will also write the electrons on the top of the orbitals which belong to a particular orbital. Then we'll select the electron for which the value of sigma to be calculated. If you have to calculate the value of sigma for 5s electrons, so we'll select a particular electron. Now what is the contribution of each electron to the sigma? Number first is, all electrons outside the chosen electron will be 0, and all the electrons in the same group as chosen one will be 0.35 and 0.30 for 1s electron. All electrons in the shell immediately inside will be 0.85, and all the electrons further inside will be contributing 1 to the value of sigma. Now let's take one example here. Calculate the effective nuclear charge of last electron in an atom whose configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, p5. So here obviously the value of Z is 5 to 7 to 9 to 11 and 6, that is 17. So here the nuclear charge is 17. Now we have to calculate the effective nuclear charge. So let's calculate the effective nuclear charge. The formula is Z star is equal to Z minus sigma. So Z is 17 minus. Now let's see the contribution. Okay, here you can see the electron in the outside the group is no electron is available of the chosen one. The last electron of P we have chosen, so no orbital outside, so it will be 0, we will not write it. Here out of 7 electron, 1 electron I have chosen, so remaining will be 6 electron, and the contribution for the electron will be 0.35. So we will write here 6 into 0.35 plus. Now the immediately inside electrons, how many are there? 8 electrons are there, and for that contribution is 0.85. So we'll write 8 into 0.85. Next, all the inner electrons. So how many electrons are there? 2 electrons are there, and contribution is 1. So we'll write here plus 2 into 1. Now let's calculate this values. Z is the atomic number or nuclear charge, minus 6 into 0.35, and if you calculate all the values you will get 10.9. okay, and 17 minus 10.9 will be 6.1. So this will be the effective nuclear charge for the last electron of the atom whose configuration is this, and the nuclear charge is 17. So this will be the effective nuclear charge. So this is how you can calculate the effective nuclear charge by calculating the value of screening constant for each electron, contribution of each electron to the screening constant with the help of the Slater's rule.